Well, good afternoon, and thanks for having us in. A sentencing hearing is underway in Lincoln County for a 24-year-old man who admits to killing a young mother. Jackson Phillips has pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the death of 20-year-old Randy Gerlach. In exchange for that plea, murder charges against Phillips have been dismissed. The hearing got underway this morning and is expected to last most of the day, with numerous people taking the stand. Now, we do have a news crew in the courtroom, and we'll let you know about the sentence as soon as it is handed down. Just coming into our newsroom, the South Dakota DCI has determined a trooper and off-duty deputy involved in a shooting during the Sturgis motorcycle rally were justified in their actions. According to the report released just moments ago, Wyatt Flutie had stolen a pickup with 4 guns in it in Wyoming in the days leading up to the shooting. Authorities say he was also involved in an armed robbery in Pennington County, so troopers were looking for him. The report says the trooper approached Flutie on August 9th. At the time, he was high on meth, and Flutie was the first one to pull the trigger. The trooper and an out-of-state off-duty trooper who was in town for the rally fired back. Flutie received non-life-threatening injuries and was taken to the hospital. Investigators found 42 shell casings at the scene. The Minnehaha County Sheriff's Office needs your help in finding Sheena and Amelia Browning for various charges. 30-year-old Sheena is wanted for aggravated assault, possession of a stolen vehicle, and 19-year-old Amelia is wanted for robbery, assault, theft, and possession of a stolen vehicle, and even more. If you have any information on their whereabouts, please call the Minnehaha County Sheriff's Office. Well, tribal police on the Rosebud Reservation are looking for a missing 17-year-old Kayla Shortbull. She was last seen Sunday around the Rosebud and Mission areas. If anyone has information, please call the Rosebud Police Department. Well, much of the nation will be watching today's rally in Rapid City. Former President Trump is set to headline the event with Governor Kristi Noem. Nationally, it's fueling speculation that he could be considering her to be his running mate. Noem has been a vocal ally of the former president and took herself out of the running for the GOP nomination because of Trump's dominance in the party. Protesters are also expected outside the rally. We will have a team of reporters at today's event, and we'll bring you full coverage during First at 4. Turning now to a first look at your midday forecast from meteorologist Megan Chatta, and it is another nice day out there, a little warmer today.
It is a little warmer today. We still have some smoke in the air, but we do have a chance of rain coming that will help clear that smoke out. Hazy sunshine right now in Pierre at 73 degrees, west winds at 5 miles an hour. We have a few clouds building over western South Dakota, and a few light rain showers are possible with those. We do have a better chance of rain and thunderstorms starting later on this evening. Right now, temperatures are a little cooler, 75 in Yankton, 73 in Brookings, 78 in Sisseton, 73 in Mobridge, and 69 degrees in Custer. So for today, partly to mostly sunny skies, 85 in Sioux Falls, 83 in Aberdeen, 85 in Pierre, and a windy 84 in Rapid City. For this evening, we do have a marginal risk of severe weather in western South Dakota in that area in green. Our main threats are going to be hail and strong winds. With those storms starting in western South Dakota, they will push to the east, reaching central KELOLAND in the middle of the night. 60 in Sioux Falls, 57 in Aberdeen, 61 in Pierre, and 55 in Rapid City. For the day tomorrow, on and off chances for rain and thunderstorms, 78 in Sioux Falls, 70 in Aberdeen, 80 in Pierre, and 74 in Rapid City. We'll take a closer look at the timing of this chance for rain and thunderstorms in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. Sioux Falls Hockey Association is celebrating a major milestone. The organization is preparing for its 50th season and will open the year this weekend with a special kickoff event. Now, Flyers head coach Ben Prisby grew up playing hockey in Sioux Falls.
The parents and the players that have gone through the ranks and just have gotten to see where we are now today. It's pretty cool to think about all the growth and all the people that have, cared so much about this program and made it what it is today is pretty special.
The kickoff event is Sunday from noon until 4 at the Shields Iceplex. We'll hear from the Hockey Association's Director of Operations about the key to the future of Sioux Falls youth hockey. That's today on First at 4. Well, President Biden is at the beginning of a trip through the Indo-Pacific, starting with the G20 summit in India. Now, the trip is an important part of the U.S.'s international strategy to counter Russia and China's growing global influence. Natalie Brandt has more details from the White House.
President Biden arrived in New Delhi, India, and went straight to a face-to-face meeting with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The two have met more than a dozen times.
Continuing to advance the U.S.-India relationship will be a priority this week. We highly value our bilateral relationship with India.
The talks come ahead of the start of the G20 summit, marked by the notable absence of Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Russia's war in Ukraine will be a big focus of the talks among the world leaders.
We remain committed to extensive and strategic multilateral action in response to Russia's war on Ukraine.
President Biden is also using this trip to Asia to build support as America tries to counter the rising influence of China.
The United States strategy for the last 5 years or so has been very much focused on the Indo-Pacific, and particularly on building a network of partners.
George Washington University professor Deepa Olapalli says it will be challenging for the U.S. to insert itself into Asia's economy.
China is such a large presence in all of these countries. China is the largest trading partner for practically every country there. At the same time, most of these countries would like the U.S. there as a way to soften the Chinese presence.
In addition to India, President Biden will also visit Vietnam, another country that borders China. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
Vietnam, a country which has benefited from the trade wars between the U.S. and China, is seeing many U.S. companies shifting their manufacturing to that country.